Hello and welcome. This is Kristen from Life of Crafting, and I'm going to I'm going to get at least one card. We'll see how many I can use. This is a a die from Pretty Pink Posh, and it's called Stacked Edges 1. And I'm going to use this like zigzag kind of almost like a rickrack, but I had these left over from doing my prior card on the Sheetload of Cards video from November of 2021. I just posted that, should be a few weeks ago. I'll try and put a link below that'll give you the cards I made using the full paper pack. This was I think it's called Poinsettia Place. This was a 2021 release from Stampin' Up, and these were just the ones I had left. These I probably could do more with it if I wasn't doing this card. About 1.5 inches by 8 inches long. And I've been wanting to work with this die, so I wanted to just show you before I cut them all up what they looked like. And then I'll be back once I have these kind of all die cut and I'm ready to put the card together. I'm back now to show I did cut all of these, and what I did was I have them on a 3 3/4 by 5 inch. I took a regular just like piece of scrap paper and glued them on, and I had to cut them, and some of them, like when you cut them, you can just flip them over here because you're gonna have like that little gap. So if you see, it was just the paper I cut from over here. I did have a few like really small tiny sections, and I literally just took the ones from over here. So I will be decorating these in a minute. But once I had those long strips and I cut cut these off, I have sections of this length left. So they are going to work beautifully. Oh, look at the light. They're going to work with this Foundations Die Set 8 from Queen & Company. I'm going to use this, and you can see they just perfectly, I have to line them just perfectly on those underneath this die to make sure I get them cut correctly. So I line them up, and I'm going to get another 3 cards out of these scraps. I have them laid out. These are a little hard with this bright background like that. So I'm really liking this one. I'm debating because there's a really I think I already cut. So I'm laying them out how I want to do them. I do like the wood green though. I don't want to miss that one either, but I'm thinking I may do that. So we'll see. I'm going to do my cutting. Like I said, I'll have 12 of these, which will give me 3 more cards. So out of those, it was a 2 inch by like 7 inch or whatever that strip was. I'm going to wind up getting 5 more cards. So I'll be back. I am now completely finished with this Poinsettia. I think it was Poinsettia Place. I started them in the Sheetload of Cards video that I believe was November of Sheetload of 21. This is the strips that I did, and then I had from the strips the small like rectangles. So what I did here was I just added this Holly in Heels from May. If you haven't seen May on Instagram, or I'm sorry, well, she found Instagram, but on YouTube, I would highly recommend watching some of her videos. I've learned a lot from her through the years, and this is some of the stamps that she sells, and I'm going to tell you, I was very impressed with the stamping of it, and also the how much it stuck to the acrylic block. So I really did like her stamps. I tried them on a couple different backgrounds, but I did go back to the cream color, and I used the Brutus Monroe gold embossing powder. I had been using the Stampin' Up brand of gold before that, and I don't know if I was just getting to like the remnants that were kind of at the bottom of it, so they weren't really coming out smooth anymore, but I did really like how this embossing powder melted down. Very, very happy with that. This, I may mention in the beginning, was this Foundation 8's from Queen & Company. This is their foundation dies. I did use the big one. I have another video where I talk about trying to use this, and it is exactly the size of the card front. It's very difficult to think you're going to get 4 out of a sheet with this, but I did, through manipulating it and using washi tape by cutting, I did get the card fronts out, and I was happy with how they came out. These are all, you know, so all of these everything die cut was through this, and then I fussy cut around the sentiments. And then I felt like it just needed something else, and I've had this punch from, ooh, who makes this? EK Success. I've had this little mini punch for a long while, and I just use that to punch out with some scraps to give it a little bit of dimension, and again, a little bit of just something. And just a single red rhinestone I've had in my stash. And now I've got 5 more cards done. So I got a lot out of that paper pack. Truthfully, I don't even remember how many I got out of the sheetload of cards. I'd have to go back and watch that video. And then 5 more. I bet you I have 100, but again, I don't recall. So that finishes up. This is my using up your scraps segment of, I'm gonna try and make a point to get at least once a month, if not more frequently, a use up your scraps segment. So this will be what I'm labeling for the first time, the use up your scraps segment. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.